Hello everyone, my name is Vũ Anh. I'm here to talk about Vietnam versus French. The first was to summarize the domestic and international historical background leading to the French invasion and colonization of Vietnam. The French began establishing religious and trade ties in southern Vietnam or Cochin China during the 17th and 18th centuries, especially under the Nguyen dynasty. In 1787, French-backed Nguyễn Ánh, later Imperial Gia Long, in the civil war against the Tay Sơn, which many French officers supported his rise to power in 1802. Gia Long tolerated um, Catholicism, but his successor Minh Mạng adopted isolationist Confucian policies and harshly persecuted Catholics, giving France a future pretext for intervention. So the French conquest of Vietnam began with the joint Franco-Spanish attack on Da Nang and Saigon. After several military campaigns, French defeated Vietnam and its Queen Chinese ally. By 1887, French had established French Indochina, incorporating Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. Vietnam was divided into Cochin China, colonise, and Annam and Tonkin protectorates under French supervision following the Treaty of Hue. Second question: what did French colonizers do in Vietnam and to Vietnamese people, and how do action affect Vietnam society and Vietnamese people? Were there any accidentally good things that French colonizers did in Vietnam? So, French colonization of Vietnam was deeply intertwined with religious motivates, particularly Catholicism, which was used as a justification for invasion under the pretense of protecting the faith. However, the true goals were the economy exploitation and the political control. The natural resources, such as coal, rubber, were extracted and exported to enrich France, while infrastructure like railroads and ports served only colonial interests. Industrial plantations subject Vietnamese labor to harsh, near slavery conditions, with child labor being widespread. Catholics under French rule received preferential treatment, creating societal tension that echo in Vietnam's current religious policy. Cultural and moral change introduced by French, such as Western entertainment, bars, and prostitution, was seen degrading. Education under colonial rules was limited, elitist, and ideologically driven. Church-run schools promotes religious obedience, while French government schools retrain a select few Vietnamese elites to serve colonial administration or ironically produce future revolutionaries. The third question. We briefly represent the 1954 Geneva Conference, the background, signatories, and provision. What country decided to divide Vietnam at the 17th parallel? The Geneva Conference was held after the French defeat at the Battle of Dien Phu during the First Indochina War. It aimed to restore peace in Indochina and address the future of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. So, and the country's support Vietnam during the struggle against France was USSR, or Soviet, China, North Korea, Romania, Hungary, Cuba, Poland, Bulgaria. After all, do I hate French people because what they did during the colonization in Vietnam? No, I don't hate them. The culture is they have Paris, they have goods, they have good food, they have like romantic romantic French, and while their colonization, they left a lot of benefits for us, and they also left for our Hanoi a lot of historical landmarks. Thank you for listening.